All right, guys, what is going on? Hope you are doing well. In this video, I am going to continue the hospice marketing audit series. Essentially, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, as you can see on my YouTube video feed, I am doing marketing audits on healthcare hospice companies. Why am I doing that? Why am I picking this niche? Well, in my humble opinion, I actually really enjoy this type of work, working with healthcare and hospice type companies and facilities. And on top of that, I actually think they get some of the best ROI based on the work that we do. So it's a really good relationship, right? But what I want to do is take us to one of the best cities in the United States. Shout out to Greg, my stepdad, who was born here and is a big Indianapolis fan, Colts fan, Hoosiers fan, everything Indy. He loves Indy 500. So shout out to Greg. This video is, I guess, dedicated to him. But yeah, let's get started. So we're going to talk about the best hospice company in Indianapolis. You guys know the drill by now. What I do is pick the highest rated hospice company and do a full audit of the GMB, the website, the social media, literally everything that I can find. They might be doing ads, they might be doing other stuff. I'm not privy to that information, so I will just see what I can find on the surface level and go from there. Sound good? All right, let's go from here. So we are going to be going and auditing none other than Brighton Hospice, Indiana. Wouldn't you know it? So these guys are killing it right off the get-go. I mean, a lot of good reviews, 4.9. What's cool too is I look for companies, the companies that are really, really good on Google. They don't just have all 5-star reviews and then like a bunch of 1-star reviews, because it's like you pretty much inflate the 5-star reviews, but you're really like not a good company. You know what I mean? These guys get, 4, 3, 2 stars. So it's good variety, and it actually makes it more of like an organic kind of company, in the sense of like, oh, you guys know this is like a real company. Not saying it's not a real company, but they actually are a really good company at what they do because of all these reviews. If that makes sense. Maybe I'm just kind of jumbling my words here. But anyway, a lot of good reviews. This is cool stuff. They don't have the best photos, I will say. I mean, you have Kathy, who I don't know if this is somebody who worked here, and then this is another. It seems like it's the same person, so I don't know who that is, but I don't know if the person wants to be added. I want to have more professional pictures done of the actual area, which this looks beautiful. This is what it actually looks like. Incredible, right? I mean, unbelievable. Add more photos there. Take out some of the photos that aren't as prominent and relevant. Yeah, I mean, a lot of good reviews. If I go to all of the reviews here, it sounds like, so they're getting reviews. The one thing I would say is, which the owner of Brighton Hospice is responding to these reviews, although it is a little delayed. So I would just say, hey, make sure you're responding to all these reviews. I mean, 7 months ago, 5 months ago, especially this 1-star review, you want to make sure that you're responding to them immediately, because it is a bad review, and just putting it out there, putting a response out there, trying to help the customer out. It looks really, really good in the eyes of Google and future customers, obviously. So they're doing a good job at responding, but it is a little bit late. So I don't know if they have someone who's just doing this as they need to, but I would have someone to really, really get some good management on this. You're missing the areas served, so you would want to put like Indianapolis, maybe other parts of Indy. Way too many people, I'll just say this, way too many people just pick one location, where you can put as many locations as you want. So for instance, if I had a hospice company in Philadelphia, I might want to say Philadelphia, but then put like Roxborough, Manayunk, Fairmount, Brewerytown, Newbold, all these neighborhoods in Philadelphia, right? Because then you can actually start to rank in those different areas, and it kind of makes it like a subcategory, sub area, and it's just a lot, in my opinion, a lot better. So address here, they're open 24/7. That's awesome. Cool. Phone number, Q&A section. I already mentioned this. I'm kind of beating a dead horse here, but it's going to get, this section is going to get rid of pretty soon, so don't need to worry about that. Description's a little light. And I think this is like maybe 100 characters or 150, maybe even 200. So you have 750 characters to play with. Max it out. I mean, optimize this prominent to the location, the services they provide. Just beef it up a little bit more, right? Thing they're doing well is they do have some social media profiles. So of YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. So they're missing TikTok and they're missing LinkedIn. So you want to make sure you just add those two here. Very important. And then the thing, I thought they would have this, but I guess they didn't. This is actually a really important piece. Is they're missing updates here. So essentially you can post photos and videos and, discounts and all that kind of stuff, right? And it only goes below the profiles here, but they just don't have it. So highly recommend it to have someone just take more photos, upload them here, but also upload them as posts as well. So pretty much for the GMB, I mean, I would give them a rating of like a C plus to a B. Really good reviews, but it just some stuff is delayed. Like they're missing photos. They're taking a while to respond to reviews. They don't have areas served. They don't have an optimized profile. They don't have all the social media profiles, and they're not even posting to the profile. So that's a big no-no. I might knock them down a tier, but because my stepdad's from here, I guess I'll be a little nicer. So let's go to the website. Let's see what we have going on here. So Brighton Hospice. This is part of like a chain or something because it says locations Indiana. This is part of like is this like a chain or what's going on here? So, okay. So yeah, I mean, it sounds like they do have their fair share of locations. It's like a, what do you call it? Chain. So that's kind of cool. Let's do a little audit of what they have to offer. So off first glance, I mean, whenever you're dealing with like a location page on a website, what I like to do is just beef it up as much as possible, right? So it's okay. I mean, it looks all right, but it could be a lot better. If I go to the blog page, which this might just be the blog page for Brighton Hospice, not just for the Indianapolis location, which I think is correct. And these guys, I mean, they haven't even posted a blog on the main site since 2023. So that's a problem. But if I go back to the Indy page, let's do an audit of the technical SEO, because technically I'm not reviewing their homepage, I'm reviewing a location page. It's a little bit different. So head title, I guess it's okay. I would want to have it be a little bit more beefed up, closer to like 70 or 80 or perhaps even 100 characters. Yeah, I mean, this description's okay. I would want to beef it up a little bit more though on like the physical, emotional, spirit. Well, what types of like conditions do you treat? What areas do you treat? That's very important to add, which is not there. What else do we have here? Too many resources, too many internal links. They also have what else do they have? CMS. Yeah, I mean, background images. So they don't have any like Google like ads or Google Analytics to my knowledge. Let's go and do an audit of their SEMrush page though. Let's see what we can do. How many keywords they ranking for, how many people come to the site on a basis. Let's see. So this is important to note. We're showing the data for Brighton Hospice. Okay, so this you can kind of neglect because it's not for the Indy page specifically, but I will say, I mean, they are, let me see. Yeah, I mean, they're noticing a slight uptick, from years past of organic traffic. So I guess that's good. And yeah, I mean, they are noticing a slight increase in organic keywords, although they had they pretty much had the same about a couple of years ago. So a little stagnation here. What else? I mean, these guys are killing it in regards to the indie market. They do have the majority of the indie market kind of dominated. If you look at these guys are right here and everybody else is right here. But let's see if we go to the Moz account on what they're actually doing with the domain authority. Let's see what we can make here. So again, just to clarify, it's not the Indy location per se, and this is just the Brighton Hospice one. So domain authority is 28. Spam score is fantastic. Ranking keywords is good. Linking root domains is good. Yeah, that's good stuff there. I would want to check out the page authority for like Indianapolis. If Wisconsin and Oregon are 30, I would reckon to say Indy's probably, I don't know, maybe like a 29 or a 28. I'm sure it's not too far behind. They are ranking for Hospice Indianapolis, which is great. Hospice Care Indianapolis, 1, so that's really cool. And they do have a lot of visibility for their branded keyword, which is to be expected, right? So that's pretty cool. Yeah, this is cool stuff. It just sounds like they need again, like I would want to have a website redesign on the location page. I would want to write more blogs pertinent to the Indy location. I would fix some of the technical stuff on the website that I also mentioned as well. But the thing I want to go into most, and I'm actually curious about this, is, well, I guess I could just stay right here. So for their account, is it going to go to I think it's just going to go to the main Brighton Hospice LinkedIn. There isn't like a Brighton Hospice Indianapolis page, right? Which is fine. I just want to know. So good background image here. It's not getting cut off. It's formatted properly. Good logo here. Cool. They get a lot of good traction here. A lot of good likes and comments. That's awesome. They haven't posted in like a month, so just getting on that. And it seems like the same thing with the Google business profile, right? So that's cool. I mean, overall, like, if I had to give them a rating, I would give Brighton Hospice Indianapolis, I'm just talking about the Indy section here, I would give them about a B in marketing, just from what I see here. The social media, they need to post more often, maybe 2-3 times a week, the same kind of stuff they're currently doing. That's fine. Fix the website, fix the technical stuff, start posting blogs. The GMB, you have to respond to reviews faster. You have to get more reviews faster. And then you also have to post updates. It's very, very important you do that. But overall, I mean, they are experiencing some decent traffic. Again, I know I wasn't able to see like the actual Indy traffic page, but I'm just going off of like the overarching whole, URL here. Good domain authority, low spam score, good page authority, all green flags. That's good. I'll give them a B. They got some work to do, but they're doing all right. So that's pretty much it. Guys, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't done this yet. Really excited. I'm going to be pumping out a lot more of these videos across the country. And with that said, I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.